Hi, I'm Judy Jackson, and you have probably seen my picture on the website, maybe even heard my voice in some of the early PowerPoints, but now here I am in video, just saying congratulations for getting this far in the class. We're right here at midterm exam week, and I just wanted to come on a video and encourage you, and thank you for hanging in there so far. You'll see that I have posted a midterm exam review and then the midterm exam. What I'd love for you to do right now is to print out, have in your hand, the copy of the midterm review so we can look over that together. We've covered a lot in the class so far, particularly as it's related to physical fitness. But to get there, we did some introductory things, so I want to make sure that you paid attention to some of the things that we did early on, and also that you've done your reading in the textbooks. You're going to be responsible in a general way for having read through chapters 1 through 8 in the book Fit to Serve Him Longer and Better. So make sure that you pay particular attention to the early chapters, as well as the chapters that dealt with the health-related components of physical fitness. We also talked about stages of change. We talked about SMART goals. You dialogued a little bit on the discussion board with your group mates on the excuses folks give for not pursuing a life of total wellness, and then also some of the benefits that people receive from that. And you'll have an essay question related to that. I want to be sure that you've processed some of that for yourself. You're going to be responsible for the guidelines for establishing an exercise program. I gave you an extra handout related to that, and there'll be some questions with the frequency, intensity, duration acrostic that you have studied. There are a few key phrases I want to make sure that you picked up on. What an endorphin is, target heart rate. I can't remember if I referred to it, but I want to make sure that you know about the American College of Sports Medicine, ACSM. That'll show up on the test. In the first chapter of Fit to Serve, you read about the concept of wholeness. Make sure you touched on that. Another part in that book had some key principles related to 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20. Make sure you paid attention there. We also read several chapters in the building blocks for longer life and ministry. And you've been having some quizzes. You might want to review or just know that that's the type of question you'll see some of that. Most of the tests will be multiple choice, and then towards the end there'll be some essay questions. One of the things I want to remind you is that I put a point value, and if it's an essay question, I'd like you to put it in the form of an essay and not just a listing, because I want to hear a little bit about how you process things. Please take care to write in complete sentences and to check your spelling. And also, because it is a test online, one thing I like to suggest when you're doing the essay questions is that perhaps you open up a Word document, and when you've typed out your answer on Blackboard, that you copy that and then paste it in your Word document. Every now and then, unfortunately, somebody will have a glitch with their computer or with the system, and they'll lose the answers. And I have to tell you, there's nothing more frustrating than having worked and thought through an essay question and lose it. So if you want to just preemptively be prepared, open up that Word document, copy, paste, and then you'll have it in case something happens. If you don't have any problems, then yay, you can save that for future reference. One of the things I want you to know that my philosophy of test giving and test taking at the graduate level is that you would be able to handle the material at least one more time. You've looked at it week by week, but now you're going to look at it one more time. I'm not going to require that you put all your books and all your other stuff away because we're using electronic text. It'll take a little more time if you decide to go in and out of the program. or if you have several windows open. I am going to have a time limit on this. You should be able to complete this test in an hour. So I'm going to ask you to do that. Yeah, I think that'll be more difficult if you're referring constantly to back to the online books or your online notes. I will take note of those of you who complete it after an hour because it is designed for you to take it in one sitting. So let's go ahead and do that and have a good time with that. Expect, like I said, majority, about 2/3 of the test is multiple choice, and then there are several essay questions. One of the essay questions has to do with your goals, so please have that printed out and ready to address specifically. The question basically is asking you to restate your goal in a summary form and then to tell me about the progress and the process that you have made thus far this semester. Because some of you made goals that you will see markers along the way, I'd like for you to be able to assess that at this point. That question does have a point value to it, so don't just blow that off, but give me some good feedback as far as that's related. Well, I hope that if you have any questions that you would always feel free to email me, or you can always call if you need to do that. You can reach me at the seminary phone number, and then my extension is 3334. A lot of you have heard from my grader, April Sanders. She is there to help as well if there's any questions that you have. We just really want this to be a positive experience. You know, I hear every now and then people who take the class in the classroom who can't believe that I offer this online. But I really do believe that you can get a lot out of this class, even when you take it online, if you're willing to put energy and just your mind to the experience that you're having. All right, so here we go. It's midterm exam week. You can do it.